what does it mean? Is that people will be less materialistic. It will be less focused on much less of a zero-sum geopolitical approach. It will be more towards collaboration and more towards tackling the bigger issues together, as you cannot do it alone. So we will be more and more integrated in society, and less.
What I'm talking about, this is what we much more emphasize on mind, heart, okay, mental attitude. We need to re-educate people. What is the more valuable things? Okay, what is the goodness? This is the issue. So, how they're going to satisfy? How they're going to get happiness? This is not physical. This is more spiritual. So we need to much more emphasize on spiritual attitude.
Yes.
This is, I'm talking about awareness.
But why is that? Because it is also because our physical needs will be more and more easily satisfied with the availability of technology and the fact that we can produce.
No, chasing more mental satisfaction instead of physical satisfaction.
Right, but that there needs to be a driver, because you can say all you want, but if my primary needs are not met, then there is no room to change your physical state. So this is driven by the fact that we are actually growing our economy, and there is less and less need to worry about the basic needs, the Maslow needs, and more of the higher needs. Okay, finding sense in everything, finding a reason in everything.
Yeah, to change their attitude, more focus on a higher level, we need to give them education, right? Otherwise, because as it is, status quo, the people don't change their mind, but environment is going to change. It's called problem.
So, but then the question is this all driven by education, or are these changes that we are seeing, the changes that we see in the technology, the change that we see, for example, in the internet? The internet is a huge enabler of leveling the playing field, of having a global reach with very little additional cost. That creates an awareness of being networked. That's created an awareness of having access, of actually being without boundaries. That creates a question about, okay, is this really about geopolitics, or is this more? Are there bigger challenges that transcend borders? Do I really belong to a nation, or am I a member of a global network? These drive the changes in our younger society. That's not through explicit education, but implicit through the way the world is changing around us.
IT technology will going to advance, change the world.
Right.
But also concurrently, we need to teach people they themselves, their mindset need to be transformed.
But isn't the way that the world's going to change?
Okay, world is
going
not
to drive the mindset of the people?
Automobile industry disappeared, and supermarket disappeared, and more convenient lifestyle, and government will take care of you. At that time, also they need to be educated or transformed themselves, their mindset, their thinking way the same as it is. It's called problem. Also, they should be changed. This is more important. Most important thing is forgotten.
But what? Okay, so do we agree that the younger generation has a different perspective on life than the older generation?
This is they try to catching up with current advanced technology or changing the world. Yes, it is, but this is the right direction or not? This is skeptical.
I think it's the right direction. I think that the younger generation sees that our challenges are different from the challenges that we had in the past. Those challenges actually shape the way that we are thinking. Now, we are surrounded with new technology, and that is driving the way that we are thinking. So I'm not saying it's not true, but I wonder what drives this change in mentality. I think it's not education explicitly, but it's implicit in the way that we see the world, because the way that we're experiencing it. The younger generation is growing up in a society that is completely embedded, where knowledge is free, easily accessible, where sharing is obvious, atarimai, and they take different benefits. So it's not utopic. It's not something that needs to be taught. It's something that becomes implicit, because that's the reality that young people live in.
Recently, younger people problem is they don't have greetings to the neighbors, and even if they get in the elevator, they don't have any greetings. Okay, sort of no communication, but they try to using internet.
Yeah, they give a smiley to.
But the physical daily life, they lost communication with people. This is a big problem. Okay, not only older people, but the younger people, the other problem. They don't know how to communicate people and trust each other. This is a big issue. Teacher never teach them what kind of old-fashioned, traditional wisdom. So this is a problem. How to respect elderly people? It's a problem if you're going to take a train and the younger people never give the seat to the senior people. It's never things happen in China. But Japan is many cases, kids sitting there. Oh my God. So this is because of education. And globally, Japan is more convenient day by day, but they are not being taught kind of, more respectful people. This is a problem. Okay. And in future, they are getting the society. They don't know how to respect elderly people. They don't know how to communicate their colleagues. They don't respect their parents. And kind of problem they have. So more convenient, everything. You don't need to do that, but you should do that. You should think a lot of things. You should do that, but no education. This is a problem.
But okay, so I'm going to challenge you on this. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
No, you should close, otherwise
okay.
no recording.
I'm not saying that this is wrong, but what you're saying is basically young people need to learn the traditional values that kept the society in Japan together. So basically, they need to do as their parents did.
Not
yes.
traditional. I'm talking about value.
Yes.
I'm talking about
whose values?
Ritual. No, value.
Whose values?
Whose value? Not the value, self value.
No, whose values? Because it's apparently not their values. Otherwise, they would be doing it.
No, sorry, virtue.
Virtue. Virtue. Okay, virtues.
And righteousness and benevolence and rights and sort of things disappearing. So, okay, and also additionally, I'm going to tell you, college. Okay, you should do this. You just at some certain period of time, you speak at something, but they don't. Sort of things they don't losing. They are bad to communicate people, or they're bad to thinking about for the kind of how to make a relationship with people. This kind of sort of things is appearing because with internet is going to. They don't need to communicate, or they don't persuade the other people.
Right.
They can do it through the internet. That's the reason why they just kind of basic communication line they can satisfy. But more advanced communication line is more sensitive. But sort of areas disappear.
So what we're seeing is that we are not moving to an ideal world. So what we are seeing on the one hand, that younger generation become less materialistic, more horizontally oriented, less geopolitically, less zero-sum game oriented, more about collaboration, more about networks. But on the other hand, they lose the capacity to communicate with the immediate world around them. They don't know how to behave in public. They don't know. So it's changing. It's changing because the environment around them is changing. That drives it. There is, you can say, okay, it's bad what's happening because we lose the virtue. On the other hand, the virtues are the younger generation. They are part of a different world. They grow up and respond accordingly, and that leads to some positive changes and that leads to some negative changes. Now it's a pity, and we can say, yeah, sure, we need to make sure that we don't lose the old virtues. But I mean, on the other hand, they're also doing a pretty good job in introducing new virtues that are actually better than their parents.
Okay, just one thing I will tell you. But recently, we can send email, we can send message through the line, or we can deliver kind of sort of things through Facebook. So they can satisfy that what they want. But beforehand, we don't such a thing beforehand. For to attain that objective, we can send email 20 years ago. In this case, we need to meet with your boss, your colleague,
Right.
your wife.
Right.
You need to give message for them, right? Directly. Otherwise, you cannot send message for them. But currently, they don't need to do that. So this is the cause problem. What's the cause problem is people more independent. Like she is trying to talk about his boss. She never listened to them. Okay, she just sent a message and lost communication. That caused a lot of problem in this world. My son, okay, one is my son, okay. She is going to school. His school girlmate, okay, like him, but he cannot speak out. He like her, he love her. So no proceed, okay. This is different from before. So very, very hard to communicate. So in the society. Very hard to communicate people. It's going to do well. Better society. They try to create better communication. They lost. So this is a big problem in the company, in the family, everywhere. So this is a current IT problem. So if you IT advance, okay, we are going to more advanced. Then also we need to give them additional education. We try to keep not value, virtue, and try to keep them what is benevolence means, and ritual, and sort of courage. Courage means encourage to communicate people, and sort of things we need to more emphasize on those people.はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアースということと、それからもう一つは孫子の平和、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師がこう話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後こういうふうな検証をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、 よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えるって書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成をしております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対しても、いろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。